It's a very exciting time. We now have immunotherapies approved in melanoma and most recently in squamous lung cancer. This meeting is very exciting now because we're learning more about the effectiveness in squamous lung cancer, but also we've learned about the effectiveness in the other big area of lung cancer, which is called adenocarcinoma or non-squamous lung cancer. We now know that immunotherapy looks to be effective compared with chemotherapy in those patients as well. So the study is called the Checkmate 017 study. This was a global randomized phase 3 study, and the design was pretty simple. It was simply asking the question, can immunotherapy be better than chemotherapy in terms of how long patients live? So the trial was designed to enroll patients to either Nivolumab, what's called an anti-PD-1 inhibitor, that's the experimental arm, so to speak, a treatment that's dosed every 2 weeks, or to the standard of care, which is chemotherapy, in this case docetaxel, which was given every 3 weeks. All patients were aware of the treatment that they received, and they were allowed to stay on treatment until they either had side effects that were intolerable or the treatment wasn't working for them. The study was designed to look at who lived longer. It was also designed to look at how many patients had their tumor shrink and how long did patients live before their cancer started to show growth again. The study was positive for survival, for response rate, and for something called progression-free survival, which means that Nivolumab was better in all three categories than chemotherapy was. It looks like when you look at severe toxicities that can be associated with treatment, the rates of those toxicities were higher with chemotherapy than they were with Nivolumab. So kind of a nice story, a drug that not only is safe, appears to be well tolerated by patients, but also leads to cancers shrinking more often, cancer staying in control for longer, and ultimately patients living longer. So it was a really important trial and a global study, a very important study that I'm proud to be a part of.